Hi there, Kim Jones with Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices Alliance Real Estate. Today we're in Ames Place, which is a popular subdivision in University City, filled with beautiful brick century homes and well-established streets, walkable to the Delmar Loop. That walkability factor to that arts and entertainment district makes this a desired area for prospective residents. Today I'll be speaking with Joe Edwards, who is the developer and owner of many of the venues along the Loop, for a backstage tour and history of some of these fascinating properties. Our first stop, the Moonrise Hotel. See you there. I'm here with Joe Edwards, rightfully dubbed Duke of Delmar by St. Louis Magazine. Joe, thank you so much for having us here at the Moonrise Hotel.
It's a pleasure. I hope you enjoy it.
I think it's going to be a great tour today. We're looking forward to seeing some of your amazing venues. Would you mind giving us a tour of some of the properties?
I'd be happy to.
So, tell me about your favorite artist you've seen here.
Oh, there have been so many. It's hard to ever pick one, but seeing a legend like Bob Dylan perform here 3 nights, having Chuck Berry, the father of rock and roll, open the Pageant, and it was a 21 guitar salute that night with his son, Charles Berry Jr., and his grandson, Charles Berry III, all playing guitar that night. Amazing. So that's St. Louis history.
Yeah.
That's music history in St. Louis. So the Tivoli Theater building was built in 1924, and the theater itself was one of the most magnificent theaters at that time in the country. But it went through rough times through the decades after the Great Depression and all. In 1995, when I reopened it, there was a big parade down Delmar, because that's when people really realized the Delmar Loop was back for good, because the Tivoli Theater was back with its great movies and films. Now you can see the Grand Theater, and now it's back in its glory. And to add this and keep this for this neighborhood was so important. It was the last movie theater in this area of St. Louis, and it had to be saved. It was about to be torn down.
So I read somewhere that you started Blueberry Hill with a loaded jukebox, a hot dog machine, and cold beer.
That's about the size of it. I opened it in 1972 with borrowed money from friends and just on a shoestring. And I didn't know what I wanted to do in life, so I figured, well, I'm going to open a place where I can use my record collection. Little by little, it grew and became now a whole city block featuring music, great food, great memorabilia, and just good times.
The great food, the great visual, but then you also bring in the music piece. So we have to talk about the duck room.
Oh, the duck room is marvelous. It's 340 capacity. And when you see a concert in that intimate space, you really see a concert.
It's impressive. Just to think about all the people that have been on this stage and that have been in these walls performing, it's very impressive. Joe, thank you so much for your time today and showing us all of your amazing venues here on Delmar Loop.
Well, thanks for coming, and it really is a pleasure showing it to you and to show people how great the Delmar Loop is, how everything comes together here, not just for fun and shopping, but living and just people getting along. It's the way America should be, and this really is a special area, so thank you for coming.
Cheers to that, absolutely.